Hi everyone, this is Nikki coming to you again from Johannesburg, South Africa, and this is your Catch Up with Nikki. So 2018 was a great year for Impact Baby Rescue, and for me personally. I mean, obviously, I got married, which is pretty awesome, but the whole year just was such a year of God's grace and His amazing movement here in Joburg. Some of the great things that happened, we saw 9 babies total rescued from potential abandonment, 9 babies who are now on their journey to finding their forever family. We also are caring for 3 baby girls in our baby home, which keeps us very busy, as you can imagine. But everyone's doing well, healthy, and super happy. We also, at the end of the year, took a trip to the States. Chris and I spent about 4 weeks in Michigan with family, and it was such a good time to catch up with people, catch up with some donors and sponsors. As well, I got my 2-year visa. So if you were praying for that, thank you so much. We're so excited that we get to continue to stay here and continue to do the work that God's called us to. Now, one of the things I want to do in these videos is I want to answer some questions that I've been asked. I've been asked lots of questions. Every church I go to, people have different things they want to know about, and I'm sure you who are watching have lots of questions as well. One of them that actually really piqued my interest, and I never thought about, that came through from from one of my supporting churches, was why do you give the babies a letter for a name instead of a full name? So the question, the example was, why would you call them baby C instead of Colleen? And that's a really good question. And in fact, our babies do have full names, I promise. But because of the way we operate, we're basically within the foster care system. So we have to protect our baby's information. So the only thing I can share are their initials. I'm not even allowed to share full face pictures of them. So I have to be really careful. I can only take pictures of like ears or little tiny noses or a hand or a foot. And mainly that's because we don't want someone to recognize the baby and then just show up and say, hey, that baby is my grandchild. I know who that baby is. We need to protect their identity. So part of that is when I share news about them, I can only share their initial. And they do actually have full names, I promise. And they also have last names. But again, I can only share that one initial. So I hope that clears up some confusion for people. We're not monsters. We don't just give our babies letters for names. They do have full names, I promise. But here's the thing, is if you want to see more of these, you want to hear more answers to some questions you might have, you can follow my YouTube channel. So on there, you're going to see the full interview I just did with a local church there in Michigan, which is super exciting. And you can hear more about what's happening and hear more of the questions that some people have had. The other thing that we're going to start doing on my YouTube channel is introducing you to some things here in South Africa that are so different from America, kind of showing you my daily life here, because it is a little bit different, but you're also going to see I'm a normal human just like the rest of you. Now, I'm so glad that you guys have been following me. If you've just joined me on this Catch Up with Nikki, thanks for being part of the family. Thanks for being part of the crew. Please continue to follow. Please continue to find out what's happening. If you have questions you want to hear answered, or you just want to drop me a note, please click the Chat to Nikki button below in the newsletter. Or you can just send me an email. That's cool too. So anyways, thanks again for being part of this journey, and I'm so excited to continue it with you as we're here in Johannesburg, South Africa, advocating for moms and babies. This has been your Catch Up with Nikki.